Hey everyone, and welcome to Digging Out of Debt with Lynette. And today I'm talking about 2 steps that you can take to help determine what your monthly grocery budget should be. I use an app called EveryDollar, which I plug all of my monthly expenses into, and that helps me look at my monthly overall budget. And the EveryDollar budget, it's put out by Dave Ramsey, suggests that you should be spending between 10 and 15% of your total take-home income on your food budget. So, the first step that you can take to determine what your family grocery budget should be is consider how many people are in your family and what their ages are. For example, I have a family of 5, but we're probably going to be spending a little bit less on groceries with 3 young boys as opposed to a family who has 3 teenage boys who potentially are eating them out of house and home. So take into consideration your family size and the ages of the people in your family. Our family spends about 16% of our total take home pay on groceries, but we also include all drugstore type items like, things like over the counter medications, any health items, things you would get at a drugstore. We also include that in our grocery budget. So I feel like we're right on target at 16% for a family of 5 with 3 small kids. Now, the second step that you can take to help determine what your family grocery budget should be is consider your food priorities. And I know that sounds kind of weird and maybe a little bit whacked out to you, but you have to have food priorities. If it's not a priority for you to, have organic, pasture grazed, grass fed, then you might be able to spend a little bit less on your grocery budget than I do. But we as a family decided that we wanted to make really healthy, non-toxic food a high priority. So we have to figure out how to make that happen on our budget and make that work within our budget. So let me tell you a little bit about our budget. Our total monthly grocery budget is $500 a month. Now my husband gets paid twice every 2 weeks, so it roughly, comes out to $250 per paycheck. Now what we do with that is we get a farm delivery, which includes meats, eggs, and produce, and we put $100 every 2 weeks on that account because it roughly comes out to about $50 a week for what we order each week. So it's roughly 50 bucks. So we give $100 to the farm for those 2 weeks, and then I'm left with another 150 that I have to split up between those 2 weeks. So it's $75 a week. Now, sometimes you can go heavy on the first week and lighter on the second, depending on the items that you need. But it's a total 2 week, each paycheck, $250 split up into farm delivery and then everything else that we need for the week. So that's our budget and that's how we make it work. I'm definitely going to do a video about the farm where we get our delivery from so that you know exactly what we get, what they have to offer, because if you live locally and you want to check it out, you most certainly, I want to help you to be able to do that. But I also want to hear from you. What is your family size? And what is your monthly food budget? Do you know what your percentage is? Ours is 16% of our take-home income. Do you know what your percentage is of your income that you're spending on groceries? Put it in the comments. Let me know. I would love to hear that. And if you feel like this video was helpful or valuable to you, I ask you to please consider subscribing, and I look forward to serving you again. Thanks so much.